And, we get passed down the line, corporation to corporation. And, we constantly ingesting this harmful food. Now, this food basically robs you of your energy. It robs you of, your day to day. So, if you eating foods, if you in good shape, if you work out, you in, good shape, and, you eat foods, and all of a sudden after you just got finished eating a meal, you sleepy, you tired, you sit down and you like, man, you start falling asleep. Now we call that the itis. I got the itis, man. I'm about to go to sleep. I just bust a grub. So you start getting sleepy, but you thinking that, we make jokes about it, but really, what you just ate was bad food. That food was not good for you. No food should be stealing your energy. Food is supposed to give you energy. You're not supposed to be getting sleepy after you eat a cheeseburger. That means that cheeseburger was not healthy. It's not good for you. It's stealing your energy. Now, if you go run, you go out jogging, and you stop for a little bit, you take a break, you start to drink some water, fresh glass of water or fresh bottle of water. What happens when you drink that fresh, clean water? It gives you energy. You get energized from it. This is what food is supposed to do. When you eat food, you're not supposed to be getting sleepy. You're supposed to get energy from the food. That's its purpose. We eat food without even realizing that the purpose for eating food is to gain energy. We eat food to, indulge ourselves, to satisfy, a craving that we have. We don't eat foods today for the right reasons. Animals, when they go and hunt, a lot of them, they don't eat because they just want to hunt. They eat because it's a need. They're going to need that food. They're going to need to be able to, to store that fat. And, this is the purpose of hunting. This is why you go eat, to give you energy so you can survive, not so you can just say, oh man, damn, that shit look good, I want to go get that. And then you eat it and it's, sucking the energy from you, and, you falling asleep thinking that, you done did something, you happy, fat and happy, and you're not realizing that this stuff is killing you. This stuff is harmful to your body. And this is the thing. So, when you drink, when you look at most of these drinks that you drink today, go look in your refrigerator, and almost everything that you drink besides water, you'll see high fructose corn syrup and almost everything. This stuff is deadly. It's toxic. It causes impotence. The stuff will kill you, seriously. And it's in almost every single drink that we have, your sodas, a lot of your fruit drinks, and stuff is dangerous. And they don't put a warning label on the bottle to warn you that this stuff could cause you serious bodily harm, if you ingest it. So the problem we face, that we all face, is, we love food. Food is essential. The first thing you do when you are born, when an animal is born, the first thing it do as well is it wants to feed. We have been conditioned since birth to eat food and to love certain foods. When you grow up, it's hard to let go of those foods. It's hard, when you find out that something is, not safe to eat, to just let it go. It's like an addiction. It's hard to, be eating meat your entire life, and then, you find out, oh, wait a minute, you shouldn't be eating meat. It's hard to let go of that. So it's something we have been conditioned to do, and it's a problem that we all face, is that we have been conditioned, our entire life to love certain foods, and we couldn't fathom that, the food would kill us, that it's harmful to us, and that, our government, our parents, people that we trust would actually sell us something that could kill us. Now, the whole thing is, if you poor, if you on a, fixed income, if you got food stamps or something like that, you can't afford to go out and buy the best quality foods. Everybody can't afford to go shop at Whole Foods, so you go shop at Walmart. But little do you know that, about 54% of the food that's sold in Walmart is basically banned in, Whole Foods. It's banned there. 54% of the food, over half of the store, the food sold in Walmart is banned in Whole Foods. But, everybody can't afford to go there. So I can't simply, sit here and say, eat organic or buy organic, because everybody can't afford it. Some people would rather eat food that's bad for them. Some people would rather eat, that unhealthy bag of chips than to starve. So, you got to do what you got to do. And this is the dilemma that we face. because it's not easy for people to just, spend the limited amount of money that they get for food on, high priced, overpriced, healthy food. And then 9 times out of 10, that food is not even 100% healthy itself. This is a problem that we face. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this video, because we got to wake up and see that, we have given away the power of the most essential product of life, which is food. We have given away the power of our food supply to a crooked, crazy, sick government system, to corporations that's bent on profit and not quality. And how do we do that? How do we let them get control of that? It's like letting somebody get control of the air, and now they pumping you all kinds of different kinds of air, and you gotta buy certain kinds of air. I mean, this is what we have done with the food. And we love to breathe. We gotta breathe to survive. So we gotta eat to survive. Eating is fun. Eating makes you happy. So for us to have allowed the government to get control of that, we got to do something about it. We got to take that control back, and we got to start looking at this food and saying, how the hell is this food being allowed? It's being allowed to be, sold to children and sold, in our neighborhood stores, and allowed to be, consumed, by human beings. Now, I know a lot of people are going to ask that question, what's safe to eat? What should I eat? What kind of food should I be buying? And the whole thing is, what that question is, it's basically up to you. It's on you, because you by this time should be able to understand what you should and should not put in your body. Now, what I mean by saying, it's up to you, is that how far are you willing to go? Are you willing to change the diet that you have been on, that you have put yourself on your entire adult life? If you are willing to do that, then, you need to really get into nutrition. You need to understand that you got to eat electric foods, food that's safe for human consumption, for a spiritual body, not a material body. And I say it that way because that is really the truth, that you need to be feeding your spiritual body and not your fleshly body. I know that sounds crazy because, food goes into, this human body, but, you don't want to put nothing in it that's going to destroy your energy and destroy this, this vessel, this body that you're in. And this is what this food is doing. So, that I can give you a whole entire list of stuff that you should eat. And most of you're not going to like it. You're going to taste it. It's not going to taste good to you. You're going to want to add stuff to it. And then after a while, you're going to get frustrated and you're going to go back to eating the stuff that you like. So it's better for you to go on this journey yourself. And, if you know about Dr. Sebi, a lot of people know about Dr. Sebi. Listen to Dr. Sebi, because he gives you all that kind of information of what you should and should not put into your body. But I'm going to tell you now, if you're a cheater, if you can't go to the gym and work out, on a consistent basis, to keep yourself in shape, I'm telling you, this whole food journey is going to be 10 times as hard, because, the food is in your house. So one of the things you're going to need to have is, hopefully, access to the refrigerator, and it's just you. You don't have to worry about nobody else's food in there that's next to yours, and everything in there is yours. And it's, you can just fill your house with clean, safe food, and that's all that you eat. And I'm gonna tell you, because I've been on this journey for a while now, where you trying to put food in your body that's clean, that's healthy, that's safe. You're trying to stay away from certain foods, and it's a hard thing to do. It takes a lot of discipline to do that, and at the same time, exercise and keep yourself in good shape. So this is a journey. This is something that you have to consciously, put together on your own. Put together a plan, stick to the plan, learn what you like. And that's one of the biggest pieces of information I want to give to you about healthy food, is to learn what you like. Because one of the things that's going to happen is, you know what you like to eat now as far as healthy food. Like, you like fried chicken, or you like to eat pizza. You got to figure out what organic food or what's safe food that's out there that you got that taste for, that you can add to your favorite food list, and then make up that list of foods that you know taste good. You know, I like black bean burgers, good food. So make that list, stick to that list, and then just slowly try to wean yourself off of the bad foods, and you know, stick to this diet, this new diet, exercise, and you know, eat right, and you'll start to see, you know, the changes. Now, one of the things that frustrate me is when you see people, you know, give out good advice, or you see somebody give a good speech to a crowd of people. I always had this thought that, you know, most of these people are not going to listen to it. You know, you can see somebody talk to their blue in the face and, you know, give a good speech. The pastor do it Sunday in church all the time. He gives that good sermon, and, you know, he hits a lot of points, and people walk out of church and just like they ain't hear nothing. It's like, okay, we out of church now. We don't got to listen to none of that stuff. And the whole thing is, when people give good information, a lot of people don't follow it. And it's like, you know, what's the point? What's the point of putting out this information when people just gonna let it go in one ear out the other and just act like you didn't say all that stuff you just said? So, you know, when I put out information, I put it out hoping that you take something away from it, that you actually, you know, instill the information in your day-to-day, or, you know, just your to-do list, something to do, something I need to think about, something I need to do, you know, more research on, and that you actually, you know, understand what's being said. Now, when it comes to this whole food thing, this is something that is, you know, really serious, because it affects us every single day. Somebody probably eating right now, and we got to tackle this. We have to do something about this food. It's something that we can't just procrastinate on. We have to act on it fast, because once they eventually control all of the seeds, I mean, you're going to have a government that's going to have all the healthy natural seeds, and we're going to be eating GMOs. And they're going, like I said, they're going to effectively control life that way. They don't have to go around and exterminate billions of people. You know, our food is going to do it, because they're going to have all of the clean food, all the natural food, which is why they're harassing all these farmers today. You know, people who are growing organically, they don't want them to have that clean food. So they're telling them the clean food is bad for you. I mean, think about that. They told us the food that we've been eating for thousands of years, with all of the nutrition, it's not good. It's bad. And they're trying to control that. So you don't know, when you go out to buy seeds today, you don't even know if it's completely healthy. You buy seeds in a bag. I mean, you don't know what they done to them seeds. You go grow it in your house, or you grow it in your backyard or whatever. You don't know what's done to it. They don't have to label it. You know, how do you know what you buying from the supermarket came from a fresh farm? You don't know. A lot of people don't care. They don't think about stuff like that. You worried about paying bills. You got to go to work. You got kids to take care of. You just think the food is safe. You don't understand that it contains all kinds of chemicals that a couple years from now, you know, you're going to develop breast cancer. You're going to develop some kind of sickness or illness. Your kid might have some kind of chemical reaction to something in the food, and then he's developed all kinds of problems. And this is what we face. You go from the supermarket to the doctor, to the pharmaceutical industry, and then now you got all kinds of medications and pills, and you know, you're not going to make it to 65. And this is the process. So they have effectively controlled our lifespan with the most essential product in our existence, which is our food. If you're not growing and creating your own food, then you are subject to their food supply. It's one of the reasons why, you know, I got out of America. I left America. It's one of the reasons why I left, because the food, I'm noticing what's in the food, and that nobody gives a shit what's in the food. And it's hard when you that one person trying to stand up and save everybody, and everybody don't nobody care. I'm trying to save your life, and they don't give a damn. So when you put out information and people just, you know, yeah, whatever. Some people will listen. I mean, some people will hear it, but they don't listen, and it's like, what's the point? So I hope that doesn't happen with this video. I hope you kind of, you know, go out and do some more information. Now, it's a lot more I wanted to put into this video, but I'm going to save it for part 2 of Saturn, Satan and God, and the Nature of Reality, for part 2 of that video, which will be coming out next month in February. And because this is a major point that goes with that video, you know, when I was hitting on the whole energy part, and it's a reason why they, you know, do this stuff with our food. So we'll get into that in part 2 of the Saturn video. But we gotta put together some kind of, it's a lot of coalitions out there. There's a lot of people out there fighting for the food, a lot of people who understand what's going on. And, you know, if you're not actively, you know, involved in that process by putting out videos or, you know, putting out information, then you have to, because you gotta eat. You probably eat now, you're gonna go eat after this video, you're gonna eat sometime today, and 9 times out of 10, whatever you're going to eat is not good for you. It's not safe for you, and it's probably causing you health problems right now and as we speak, and you have no clue. So, you know, it's something that we can't let them get 100% complete control over the food supply. And luckily, it's other countries out there who completely fight against GMOs, GMO seeds, and, you know, all these, you know, farm-raised catfish and salmon and all this. Come on. I mean, these people actually make, you know, a salmon that's not naturally born. It's just they made it in a lab, and they sell it to eat. And it's crazy. So, you know, how advanced they have become with these GMOs is unbelievable. And when you start digging more into it and doing the research, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But wanted to do this video to get out this little bit of information so you understand what's taking place with the food, and that these people controlling the food are all about profit. They're all about control. They are sick, crazy people, and your government is, you know, being bought off by them. So we got to do what we got to do to, you know, stop this. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next video.